for Emmett Till. Southern trees bear a strange fruit. In this photo, he's laughing. There's no cotton gin around his waist. He is not stretched into swollen limbs. His eyes are still hazel. And the world didn't know him because he had not been murdered yet. He is still slipping into the kitchen to get another piece of cornbread while his mama ain't looking. He'll mash it with his fingers, drink some buttermilk, and laugh with his eyes. And they are still hazel and bright like stars in uppercase. And ain't nobody gouged them out or shut them closed. And when he goes to school, he'll do a silly little dance with his arms and legs cocked out in odd angles, and his classmates will laugh, and there will be no cotton gin tied around his waist. He is still his mother's child, and they got the same face. He is the smug and overfed man-child all Southern ladies love to cook for and dote on, because even if it's leftovers, he just eats and yes ma'ams and makes you giggle so much you gotta shoo him out the kitchen so you can get the pots clean. And ain't no men dressed like midnight with yellow teeth and sunless, unlaughing eyes snatching him out the door, changing everything. This last photo is a Holocaust. The one history concretized into the nighttime musings of black children who hopscotched above and below Bible Belt, who saw a tattered otherworldly version of the 14-year-old Emmett Till, his head poised strangely above a sharp black suit on the cover of Jet magazine. There were no eyes, smiling, mischievous man-child, wonderful cornbread and buttermilk, slick and fast, talking, looking like his mama, bubblegum pop Santa and sizzle, straight-necked, full of tomorrow boy, staring back into the camera. What was there was not there at all. This is what the South does with an adolescent mistake. When a fast-talking, finger-snapping Negro from up north boasts about big city white girl honeys with rosy lips and no Jim Crow, it is an image I shoved at my 13-year-old son to tell him this is black history. I need him to know that if he is not careful, not brave, not the sum total of all our unlit courage, he'll bleed out and die in the epilogue. I need you to know, Sully, that my arms will never be wide enough to cover sins like these, that your head held so high is still a cautionary tale, but go on and do it anyway and dance with your arms and legs cocked out in odd angles and slip by me and get the cornbread whenever you can, son, and be grateful that when you and your boys say some slick shit about the pretty blonde girl in the front row of algebra, you are permitted that levity after 400 years of midnights. I tell my son to remember Emmett Till, remember when his eyes were still hazel, still smiling, how he held his head so high. I tell him I'll be his mother all his life and that he will never be strange fruit and we will be unapologetically black.